Guys, so it seems so. Chris Arreola is not here for the BS. He's not here for the bullshit. I don't blame him. He actually just says that, you know, Andy did not hurt me. His shoulder injury. He said he's an old dude. He said Andy kind of hit him on the shoulder, but he said it's hard puncher. He said it felt like his shoulder was dislocated, but he said he shook it off and kept on going. He made an interesting comment or two, but here, I'll give you some of it. Stand by.
I get a oohs and ahs for that, and it's very dejecting, very pisses me off.
And lastly, for me, Chris, when you knocked Andy in the second round, did you feel at that stage you were going to take him, that that possible another knockout was on the cards in that second round?
You know, I didn't want to get confident like AJ did. You know, talking about Andy, he's one of those fighters that get back up and he throws more punches, and he throws punches with power because he doesn't want it. He has that Mexican spirit, and I had to be cautious. Yeah, I knew he was hurt. He was still hurt even in the fourth round after that. And you know what? That's boxing, man. You know, I respected him a little too much, maybe. I respected maybe his power a little too much, and I didn't go in for the kill. But you know, with all due respect, I had to do it.
Go ahead. All right, thanks, Jim. We'll throw it back to the venue.
Joe, question for you again. How would you assess Chris's performance tonight?
I thought it exceeded what the boxing world was probably expecting. I think it exceeded what the fans were expecting. The critics, I read a lot of stuff after the weigh-in. I usually don't go on this media or whatever. He said, look at him. And everyone's going, wow, it's, I go, they think Chris is like, hasn't trained for this or that he can fight. And so he did what I thought he was gonna do. I just thought he was gonna knock out Andy Ruiz, to tell you the truth. I never told him anything except we're gonna win this fight. And we're gonna hurt this guy. And when he knocked him down in the second round and hurt him in the third, I was very nonplussed. I was just like taking it in stride because I was expecting that to happen. I was very happy with his performance. I mean, I wish we would have gotten a better shake on the cards. But look, again, and I've said it before, I said it after the Kovnatski fight, there are very few times you can fight and lose on the scorecards, but win. You know, you win the public, you win the boxing fans, maybe the press, the promoter for sure. I had California commission officials coming up to me going, wow, we were blown away. That was like an incredible, we didn't expect Chris to box, number one, or to hurt Ruiz. See, Chris never got wobbled, he never got hurt, he never got dropped. Yeah.
So CompuBox said Chris landed 109 punches and Andy landed 161, and none of the judges gave Chris anything after the third. What do you think went wrong, perhaps, that Chris was not getting any rounds awarded to him?
I don't know, if you look at the...
I say the crowd.
Oh.
I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna say the crowd. Because every time I got hit, like honestly, you guys watch it again, I get hit in the gloves, and the crowd goes wild. Because, you know, obviously he's strong and he's gonna move me, but he didn't hit me. How you gonna score something like it's hitting me in the gloves? What the?
Yeah, we worked very hard on blocking and head movement. Chris blocked 99.9% of those left hooks. Did he get hit with a couple of them? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a fight. But all the big ones, because he kept repeating himself, he threw that right hand, that quick hook off of it. And we were expecting it. We knew what we had to look out for. But we put as many rounds in defensively in the gym as we did offensively. So we were prepared for it, and I thought Chris did an outstanding job defensively.
Yeah, Chris, what was the deal with your left arm? I noticed you were shaking it a bunch. You were looking at maybe your elbow, your arm, your hands.
You know, no, it was like once. I was probably after the ninth round. He hit me like in the shoulder blade, and I almost felt like he almost dislocated my shoulder. Like for real, he's a strong dude, man. And you know, I just had to shake it off and just keep fighting, man. It's just part of boxing, man. You know, I'm an old dude. You know, there's a couple things that cricks and crackles and shit like that, but other than that, man, it did not affect me. I kept throwing the hand, I kept throwing my jab and stuff like that. And honestly, when I threw my jab, I snapped his head back a couple times, more than a couple times, man.
And lastly, you know, in Andy Ruiz, he's younger, of course, and he's a guy like yourself that's battled some weight issues and, you know, scrutiny. What do you see in him that maybe reminds you of yourself, or like where do you see him going, I guess?
Wherever he wants to go. And to be honest with you, you know, he's going to have another opportunity. He's going to have more opportunities to prove himself, you know, and if he wants to run it back, God willing, let's do it again. You know, this wasn't a bad fight. It was a great fight in my eyes. And, you know, wherever we go, I'm ready. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with keep fighting. I'm okay with retiring. I'm okay with whatever happens, man.
Thanks.
You fought Wilder and Andy now. Who wins if they fight each other?
Andy. And the only reason I say Andy is because, you know, his hands feet and he's relentless. But, you know, then again, let's think about this. If he stays on the outside, Wilder chews him up. He can't do that. You know, he has to get his ass in the inside, move his head, and get back in there, you know. But I'll be Wilder my damn self.
Thank you.
We done?
So as you see, Wilder could get the smoke too. Wilder and Chris Arreola would be a better gauging fight than, and definitely Wilder and Andy Ruiz. But as you heard, Arreola was like, I'll do him in as well. Like, Arreola is on something called crud, what we call here, CRUD, crud. He wants all the smoke, but yeah, the judges really did. They robbed him. They gave him one round, the one round that he knocked down Ruiz. That's the only round that they gave him. That is pathetic. And I'm glad that he still wants to keep on going. I mean, he's got his new body. I have to send out a formal apology. Sorry, Chris Arreola, I didn't give you any possibility of doing anything. My humble apologies. I just didn't think you was coming there to win. But yeah, you did the damn thing, and I actually respect it. Commendable. A lot of F-bombs dropped with your kid sitting on your lap, but I mean, hey, each to their own. I was like, ooh. He even repeated the suck my D. His son must be just like, yeah, that's his son. Didn't flinch. His son just like, that's his dad for you. So hopefully we get to see him in some good fights, more fights. You know, I'd say he could still go on for another couple of years, you know, at a certain level and make some decent money. Why not, Chris Arreola? Why not, eh? Just as long as you keep yourself okay. He, just like Andy, didn't really hurt me. He snapped my head a couple of times, but even his manager was like, nah, it just wasn't like that. He was like, Chris Arreola, again, is still saying we can run it back or I can just move on to other opponents. The end. And I get the whole outro out quick, but, you know, time ran out, so... Hey girl, this lady Shan rep nonetheless. Come box with Shan. Gone. Rah. Suck my.